I'm happy to announce that Money's Worth and Best is actually the official supplier and only supplier of shoe care going forward at Walmart, all 410 stores. So when you arrive at the store, you are going to find a couple of different setups. First, you're going to find a 48-inch display, which is exactly as is. The upper part of the display is going to be insoles, so we will not be actually controlling that space. We're going to have shoe horns and all of the shoe gear here. This setup will be in 287 stores throughout the country. If you slide over here, we're going to have a 30-inch section in the end cap. No product to show, but exactly the same setup as we have currently on the end cap. We are going to have the 4 shelves, and they're going to have the insoles. We'll have the shoe horn here again. And then 410 stores, again, throughout the country, will have the Sidekick lace display, which will be hopefully in close proximity to the shoe care. First thing is, you're going to receive a box that contains this entire kit. So if you arrive at a store and it's a 30-inch section, you will get a box at the store clearly labeled with all these components. What's in there? You're going to find 4 strips that just clip into the front. Very easy. They will be in a 30-inch section, so you cannot make a mistake. This shelf is a little bit longer because we don't have a shelf at 30 inches, but your section will be 30 inches. You got 4 of these clips. You basically just clip them all in as a starting point, okay? You will then receive 4 left side ends with pusher, okay? These basically, once you lay the track down, you simply place this in and it's totally movable. So here's an example of where I would just start here. I would place it and then I clip it in. Once I clip it in, nice and sturdy, will not move. Okay? So let's say I want to place this product in. I come over, I slide this in, okay? This goes back, I slide the next slider over, and I clip in. Done. Very easy, very simple. So guys, you probably noticed when we were introducing the different sections, you may have noticed these things. So what are they? This is a new investment that we've made that basically, they're called pushers. They're built by a company called RDC out of the US. And basically what it's meant to do is to keep the product much more organized and neat and clean. Okay? So basically the pusher does exactly what we think it does. It pushes the product forward in an effort to keep it clean and organized and straight. The pusher also comes with this cool little side accessory. Who doesn't like accessories? It can go to the side or it can go up as needed. And again, it can go back and forth. So guys, when you open the box with the pushers, your starting point will be to lay the initial strip. This strip is key to the whole rest of the setup going properly. So please make sure they do it correctly. First of all, this is a 30-inch. You cannot make a mistake with it because it's the exact length of the shelf. Okay, so don't worry. There's your front end or the section that will sit here, and that's sort of your back end. This back end is key because it comes with these pegs. And these pegs basically, or pins, will pin in. What you do is you want to locate the end of it here, okay, and pin in. Once it's pinned in, it just simply slides. There's no lock, there's no nothing like that. You basically cannot move it. It's important that you get it right on the end and not somewhere in here, because if it's in here, now it will not work properly. So this is correct, okay? Once you do this, then it allows you to start your process and setting up your section properly. So we've kind of showed you the single pushers, and for the most part, 80% of the setup is the single pusher. However, we do have a double pusher, and the double pushers are located on the bottom shelves only, and I'm just going to take one off and show it to you. Now, why do we have a double pusher? Some of the product are larger, and I will demonstrate this later. So in order to give it a little bit more strength, stability, and support, it's got a pusher on each side. Okay guys, so here's our fantastic 48-inch section, as I mentioned before. and we're going to be in 287 stores, and we'll be completely dominant. What we've been able to do here with the assortment, just to walk you through, is we've taken our SKU base and we've narrowed it this way, so less SKUs, and we've gone for much more depth. So, for example, you can see from the top shelf here, all our best products, our best sellers, especially for when we launch out, which will be October 1 through October 15th, will be loaded up with all of our best protectors. So for example, you can see that Protex has got 5 facings, actually 6. And when we launch out, Protex will be the bonus size, so look for that. And then the depth will follow right through here. So Protex will be loaded up, Workload will be loaded up, Snow Guard, etc., etc. Watch out for our nice new small can, because this is going to be important in that the price point is lower than the rest. We've got salt stain and cleaning products. You've got your deodorizer kit in Shugu, and then all of our polishes are right here. So you've got place polish, shine sponges, etc., all there, quick shine. And then you've got value kits. What you'll notice right away from this assortment, it's very, very minimalistic and is very focused. However, you can still clean, polish, and protect any shoe you need to using this assortment, okay? So your job really is, once you do your setup, not only the first time but ongoing, is we just need to know from you through the questions and through the current means that the section is loaded up. Because if we're loaded up, we're going to do major volume business. Okay guys, listen, we're at the 3rd display unit. Again, this will be in all 410 stores. There will be no other laces in the stores other than ours. And what we've been able to do is consolidate all of the laces onto one sidekick, okay? So on this sidekick, you're gonna have everything you need. You're gonna have dress laces, casual, some fun laces, and then a whole bunch of work at the bottom, okay? Exactly the same thing as the other displays. We wanna make sure that these displays are filled to capacity. Each of the pegs hold approximately 6 or 7 laces. So again, you wanna just be able to put them all. And the biggest thing with this display is to make sure that you follow the planogram by number so the right lace is in the right place. If you do not, and a lace ends up in the wrong spot, it may be out of flow, and cause some confusion and not allow a customer to find the lace easily, because customers tend to shop by category, as you all know. The other thing is, the best and easiest way to find your way through this is to lay the laces out in order using the UPCs. If you take the planogram and you lay the laces out using the UPCs, then placing it on here is quite easy. Guys, regarding the signage, please use the signage which is currently at the store. So you're gonna have the header, you're gonna have the 2 side pieces, okay? So continue to use those. I hope they're in good shape. If they're not, just report it and we'll make sure that that store gets looked after with new signage. But for the initial, we're going to use the existing blue signage which is already at the stores. If you're at a store and you've got some stuff with old logos and new logos, please put the old logo to the front so that the customer will purchase the old logo and eventually it will clear it all out so that we can get onto the new logo. The other point I want to mention too is, our job will be to make sure that this display unit with the laces is in close proximity to these displays. Okay, so when you're there, if you notice that the lace display is 3 aisles over or an aisle over, do the best you can to work with the store folks to get that display in close proximity so that it sort of looks like, feels like this. Thank you guys so much. Your contribution and your work over the last number of years is what's led us to this point, to have the business exclusively, and we look forward to not only working with you guys, but also seeing all the great work you do and viewing all the pictures that you're going to take. And thank you again.